Last time on the Naturals,
Bango!
the group established their ship, established their Jolly Roger, and met up with their captain. Upon revealing the information that they had died and come back to life, the captain seemed surprised, but also very mission-focused. You know that the captain, when other people's lives are in danger, will focus on that first and come back to the other weird, crazy world thing after. The plan, as of right now, is to sail out with Captain Twogill and their ship, the Pint, to the island, or the not island, the coastal city of Erast on the mainland, and then, quote unquote, lay siege to it, while you are all used as bait.
What?
The idea was that they would chase you into port, as though they were trying to chase you down, and then you would get safe harbor and could sneak in, steal the medicine, and leave. We left off with Captain Abraham giving you his blessing and allowing you to keep the ship.
Corvid is ours.
Thanks, Papa.
And he gave you all a moment alone so that you could figure out who would be the figurehead of the ship. Now, this does not mean that you are in charge, except during combat, where you would make calls on whether to fight, run, or what to do specifically during the battle. You know that under the code and the laws in place, this has to be democratic. You all have to equally vote on someone.
Mm-hmm. I sweat on command.
So we pick up with all of you in the cramped, small captain's quarters. After just finishing a small little taste of rum, and a decision is now in front of you.
Can we say that we can't vote for ourselves?
Yeah.
I think that's a good rule.
Very good rule. I don't know who was going to do that, but...
And, well, it isn't very democratic.
Tempest has seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It isn't very democratic.
I was more looking at Atlas than anything.
You think I'm gonna vote for myself? You know who I'm voting for. Are you kidding me?
Eat your fucking mangoes, buddy.
Can I sweat on command? Because I'm terrified of Sid.
See, that's not democracy, though.
We all vote you sweat on command.
Well, you see...
Sid points towards Tempest. Calm, level-headed. I'm not going to do the voice today because of my fucking jaw.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Don't you think votes
Colin
would
had
be better
surgery
if
recently.
we didn't? Wouldn't votes be better if we didn't point and gave our
Pointing is
names
rude.
without having any other social
Well, I think
Tempest pulls
best.
out a sheet of paper and kind of divvies it up into...
You?
I do. Into different small segments, and then brings out a quill and a bag, puts the bag on the table and the quill and all the pieces of paper. And
Do
says,
we
"You
all
can
know
do
how to
jobs."
write?
Yes.
If you have an intelligence of 10, I believe you can read and write.
Fuck, I have an intelligence of 9.
Just about. It's legible, but
I
like
don't know
only
how to
barely.
write.
It's pretty terrible.
No!
Are
I don't know how to read. This side can't stop me because I can't read.
So do we send our votes to Dan, and then Dan tells us who
Dan-
won?
Yeah.
I think we do that.
Okay, hold on.
Dan will be our urn.
Yeah, if you guys want to all DM me or...
But I need to find you. Where did you go? There you are.
A 9 intelligence just means that you are dull-witted.
Yeah, you can read and write.
I'm stupid.
We knew
Why are you the
that.
bronze?
Hey!
You're the strongest of us.
I am the strength of the Blue Men group. I don't need to be smart. Other people will do that for me.
Yeah, exactly. Tempest will be smart for us. I will be. I don't know what. I'm charismatic.
You're the beauty. Tempest is the
Aw.
brains. I am the brawn.
Can I blush on command?
Sure. It's just like a slight...
I mean, if
shade
I
of
slap
purple.
you upside the face, your face will get red. So sure.
Do it. Do it.
I'm not going to slap you.
I slap myself. I turn red. Turn purple, technically.
That's how you blush.
hilarious. I turn purple. Do I turn purple, Dan, when I blush?
I would assume that would be the. I don't know. That just feels right.
Oh, sure.
I'm blue.
It's blue and red.
And red. I turn purple. Yeah. That's adorable.
That doesn't count, X. I need an actual
What?
vote.
No, that's my vote.
No.
That's my vote.
Can I?
Nope.
Can we
Your
know
vote,
what you
your vote
voted
will
for?
not be counted.
That's my vote.
Indeed.
You are an urn. Your job is just to take the results.
yeah, don't question my vote.
There's no writing candidates here.
Ugh.
This is strict ballot voting.
I vote the bird that we found on the ship. That was my vote.
Yeah. The
All right.
parrot named Blue Jay.
Yep. The parrot, Blue Jay is the captain now. That's just how this works.
I call the parrot Jay-Z.
I vote to push Atlas over the boat for that.
Hey. Hey.
I did respond to you, Tim, answering your question. If that doesn't change your vote. Otherwise, do we have someone who's going to be like picking up the bag and just kind of looking at all the votes?
I mean,
Sure,
I would imagine it'd be
I'll-
Tempest.
Yeah, or Tempest, sure.
Because it's his bag.
You wanna send me the list of votes?
I ain't
unassigned?
gonna. I don't
Yeah.
want to mess with the bag.
Yeah, and then Dan will
Why
know
would
whether
I-
Tempest lied or not, but then we also can just...
And then
But
we
we
won't
won't know.
We won't know.
We won't know.
we'll never know.
It's gonna be kind of
I
funny.
mean, we will. It's a
How
trust
dare
thing,
you plant? How dare you plant the seeds of rebellion against the Blue Man Group, Sid?
No.
You're the outsider, Sid. You paint
Yeah.
yourself blue.
Yep. Wears a red coat, so...
Ooh.
Dude, it's like what's that feud between the fire guy and the ice guy? Hold on.
Shark Boy and Lava
What
Girl?
popular media?
No. It's in that Christmas movie.
Heat Miser and Snow Miser?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Heat
yeah.
Miser and Snow Miser. We're Snow
Or
Miser.
Snow Miser.
All my homies hate Heat Miser. We hate
We're,
red.
we're the warmer version of Snow Miser because we're all kind of. Two of you are related to water.
Yes.
So
Water
Tempest goes up to the bag, fishes his hand in, grabs out a piece of paper, and reads off Sid. Puts it down. Goes in, fishes out another one, pulls it out. Tempest. Puts it down. And continues to do this. Pulls out another one for Tempest, one for Perry, one abstained, and then two more for Tempest.
I was not expecting Perry's name to be thrown in there. That's cool.
Neither
Wait a
was
minute.
I.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we chose Perry.
Wait a minute.
I voted for Perry.
Why?
Because he couldn't vote for himself.
So as a
Couldn't
druid,
reach.
you have knowledge of nature, including the seas. So having somebody with that sort of inherent knowledge could be advantageous out on the ocean.
That is fair.
I kneel to
It's
my
very
captain.
fair.
Big brain.
And that's fair. You've exhibited nature magic, though you haven't like shown the full potential of a druid.
Yeah.
But
Also,
Fair thought
as
process.
Tempest is like reading them off, I'm kind of like looking at him as kind of he's reading them off, just kind of curiosity, I guess. Like, trying to see if you read the name first, but
You can read.
probably not.
To be fair.
Well, I can read.
I'm gonna say
But if
not
I can,
quickly.
Like, see the name first.
This takes a little while.
Yeah.
Damn I didn't think that this character. I didn't think this character would be as close to me as I thought it was gonna be.
I know what that says. Timpani. Why did somebody vote?
The fact that I would actually probably do that hurts.
Ah,
Too
too
someone
close to
vote
home.
for a
Too
draw.
real.
Way too close to home.
Too home.
Home. Mango.
If people think that I'd be the best choice, then I'm honored to be captain.
Well, I can certainly respect a man who goes for anonymous votes. So
Okay.
I whisper into my my unseen servant's ear.
Sure.
I'm gonna send you a DM.
Sure. Make a stealth check for me too. Well, you know what? Are you proficient in stealth?
Yes. Wait. Wait. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Then this is technically just going to be a charisma check.
13.
Okay. Who has a passive perception of 13 or higher?
I do.
Passive perception, I'm 14.
what's
16.
passive perception?
10 plus your perception modifier.
Well, yeah. What's the thing you want?
What is your passive perception?
13. Oh, is it passive wisdom perception? Yeah.
Just tell me. So who all gets it, and I'll send it to them too.
Yeah, I do.
So you
What
three.
did I miss?
Sid, Swan, Perry, Tempest? No? Your passive
Tempest
perception?
wise?
Damn it.
12.
I've been banned
Yeah.
from
Okay,
getting
I was gonna say, thank
upstairs.
God. I was like, Axel's gonna be the one that doesn't hear it.
Darn it. I'm stupid, okay? I'm sorry.
Hey, that doesn't mean you're not wise. Wisdom and intelligence are two very different things.
My wisdom's a little bit better. It's an 11.
Alright, I send him off to do that, Dan.
Okay.
And then I kind of like I don't curtsy, but whatever I do.
Bow?
Well, it's something I think I just lower my head. I don't think I bow. You're not like a king. There's like something you do. Women curtsy, men do not curtsy. They bow to like royalty, like something. But they don't like freaking like.
Well, yeah.
They, like,
So
just
I'm thinking
lower
I'm thinking
their
like
head.
Can you
the
flex?
white like the white man like like nod type thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I lower my head to him.
The fact that I actually stepped away.
Tip your hat.
I bare my
your
neck
neck.
so that he could bite me like a wolf if he wanted to.
you know that the typical like sign of respect for a captain is like a salute. It doesn't need to be formal. It like all the people on the Lux Mars's Revenge just kind of like do like a very simple, almost like hello in sign, an American sign. So something
it.
like that. Sure. So yeah, you can send those to Sid, Swan, and Perry.
I did.
Okay.
The fact that I actually stepped away and I didn't know what he asked,
No one
and
really
my
did.
character also doesn't see that.
That's fine. Okay. So you guys now have a figurehead. You guys already kind of like had roles on the previous ship, so you just kind of
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
step into those roles. I'm assuming Sid will still steer the ship and be the helmsman.
Dan, could I?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, no. Keep going with what you're doing. I'll stop you a bit after you're done.
Sure.
I have a thing that I wanted to do. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah,
I-
go for it.
Before Rise goes off to go back to what their normal roles were, he kind of goes up to Tempest and be like, "You deserved it." Just kind of a friendly, just like bro type, bro
Yeah.
thing. It's like, good job, dude.
Thanks. Hopefully we can pull this off.
I think we can.
I'm a really good actor. I can cry and scream on command.
I
Don't worry,
cannot.
they're gonna believe that I'm terrified. Don't you worry.
Can also sweat on command. I've seen
I
that.
can sweat on command.
He also turns purple.
Hey, I can blush on command. I can do it all, man.
You
All
can.
right,
All right,
You get piss
crew.
on command?
Roll out.
Let's take our places and roll out.
Can you do the voice? Do the voice.
Autobots, roll out. Is that the voice you're talking about?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love that.
Sure.
Autobots.
Perfect.
Oh, that's kind of Japanese.
Autobots.
Autobots.
Auto.
All right, let's stop before we. Let's
Yeah.
stop.
Come on.
Let's stop before we get like
All right.
into an area that's.
Bingo.
Into a JoJo reference?
Yeah. So, Atlas, you were on rigging, correct? What was your role? on
Yeah.
the ship?
Yeah. I was. Because I'm good at ships.
Right.
So
So,
I'm
Atlas
sales.
Atlas and Rise were on rigging.
Yeah.
Perry, you were on.
Perry was too.
Right,
Perry
well,
and Marcus.
Perry had
were-
like a
no, Perry and
flex.
Marcus. No, Perry and Marcus were guns. I made the joke that they were too short and they couldn't see
Yeah.
over the cannons.
Marcus was for sure. I think
Oh,
Perry
yeah.
Perry was kind of like a flex role, of like
I'll bet you
rigging,
money.
rigging or guns.
Yeah, on Abraham's ship, I was just kind of whatever needed to be done. But when we were put onto the Navy ship, me and Marcus were put onto guns.
Thank you for being in my corner. Told you I'd take impeccable notes.
Impeccable,
Impeccable.
so they
And
can't be
impeccable.
pegged.
Ooh.
I mean, whatever, float your boat. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what we've got so far. As you guys just kind of like start moving your way out, you see Captain Abraham is waiting. Swan, we'll let you get to your thing now, though.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd like to cast message.
Sure.
Can I just DM someone, and if people want to know, you can make them roll whatever. them
we wouldn't be able to-
roll tell.
Sure.
Can I?
Can
Okay,
you,
wait. Can I cast message stealthily?
give me a sleight of hand check. Because it's
We,
all.
we wouldn't be able
points.
to know what you said. We'd just be able to know
Correct.
that you said it.
That you
That you
did.
said
It's like
something.
we're all currently getting the ship ready. I feel like people wouldn't be noticing.
I'm
What
not
if
gonna watch
I-
it.
I feel like
What if I still didn't want? It's not important, but like I still don't want anyone to know.
Everybody to
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
it. Okay.
is this like
Uh,
while you're leaving the room, or like while everyone's kind of like falling into their roles?
It's while everyone's falling into their roles.
Okay, so then it'll come after this because Captain Abraham's waiting for you outside the door.
Okay.
So
Well, I
then-
still
then
rolled,
we'll
but I'll keep it.
Sure. Well, tell me what it is.
It's 17.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine. The DC I lowered everyone's passive perception for that, and I don't think anyone is above 16.
Okay. I'm gonna cast my message.
Yeah.
So
No, I just
Go
had
ahead.
a 16.
Go ahead and
someone's
send
gonna
that
know.
to someone and also me, and then timeline wise, it'll occur when we
Uh-huh.
get to it. Okay. So Abraham kind of was just looking around the ship a bit. He stops when he hears the door open. Turns to all of you. Right. What's your decision?
I'm the captain.
Yeah,
of the ship.
Sid looks to Tempest.
Cool. Smart man. Right. So, we're going to start moving. It's going to take about 3 days to get there. And with that time, you can fall into your roles a bit more, understand what you're going to be doing. If you need more crew, let me know. But for now, it seems you've all got
We're the
this,
dream team.
Upon hearing that, it's like, don't say that. You all seem pretty comfortable in what you're doing.
Dan, for choice decision wise, are we gonna have 3 days to ourselves with like random stuff happening in between? But like, is that the way it's gonna work?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like you guys are just gonna have like 3 days on the ship moving. Pretty much just following in the wake of the Lux Maris's revenge until Captain Abraham will stop about a day away, and that's when the deception is gonna start.
Okay. Can I sometime on the 3 days take Rise and Tempest aside, and not like sneakily, just take them aside
Sure.
and
We'll
try to teach
We'll
I
get
want
to
to
that.
teach Rise Aquan.
Gotcha. We'll get to that once we reach like that particular.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, with all that being said, Captain Tugil is currently on the Luxmaris's Revenge. This is Captain Corin Inigo, a member of the Hornets who's helping out for this particular mission. Captain Abraham will pull all of you up onto the Revenge so that you can all discuss the plan with the other captains and kind of figure out what's going on.
What's our exfil strategy, by the way? Has that been gone over?
Yeah, so as
Good
he pulls you
question.
into the captain's quarters, much more elegant than what you guys are dealing with on the Corvid.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Well, better ship
It's a
eventually.
fixer-upper.
It is larger no matter what.
The DIY ship. It's a DIY project.
Captain's quarters here are definitely larger for sure. That can't really be changed. But the captains sit down and you all just kind of like find comfortable spots to either like lean up against something or sit down in different like chairs and such around the captain's quarters. And Captain Abraham brings out a map. It kind of shows Erast on it. Not really like a detailed map of Erast, but just a map in general. And he'll say, right, so when we get about a day out, we're gonna let you take the lead and start chasing, quote unquote, you across the water. That'll give the perception that you're being hunted down by us. Fishing ships, merchant ships, things of that nature. We'll see you and make it more convincing. Once you get the medicine, you're going to grab it, and I'm going to need some form of communication with all of you, whether that's a direct line or one of you comes over. I know you're proficient in swimming pretty quickly. You can do that. Send a message over to us, and then we're just going to unite, sail away, get our lights, and leave. That'll give you room to escape. But it might make Corvid a suspicious shit going forward. May lose the element of surprise when it comes to future missions and future such endeavors. At the same time, you don't raise your flag from a distance, you look fine. Captain Tugil pipe up at this point. So, you're the bait that we're gonna be using. Oh yeah. He looks at all of you. Don't fuck this up.
Same to you.
I like this one.
We're dead.
Sir? Sir?
Yeah, we're gonna get sunk as soon as we fucking
We
take
made a
off.
mistake.
Abraham will say,
Don't make us regret it.
when we get close to
that
the
shit.
harbor, we're gonna be firing shots over your heads. We're gonna make sure to miss.
I'll try to catch him.
No.
Can we put
Go long, Dad.
some sort of artificial
I kind of like
damage on our ship
smack
to make it
Atlas
look
on
like
the side of the arm, like.
we've taken shots and that's why we're running?
I take 1 point of damage. 'Cause you're so strong.
Abraham will think for a moment and say, we could do, we have some old sail that we could give you, that you could run.
I don't know if the sail should be because we need to be able to outrun you. Like maybe on the rungs,
Only-
like on the sides.
Only
but-
artificially.
True.
Yeah, your ship
we-
could just be, the fastest ship No one needs
If
to know.
we wanted to make the sails, like rip them a little bit, I can cast mending at any time and fix it. So if we wanted to rip them a little bit and to kind of help us with the idea
Sell it,
of
yeah.
sell it.
Two-Gil will pipe up and say, well, your chip already looks like shit, so that part of the
It
shit.
does.
I
That's
Thanks.
fair.
We found
can't
it
be
ourselves.
disagreeing with that.
Maybe a pile of shit, but it's our pile of shit.
This is my ugly baby, and I love her.
She'll turn to Abraham and say, it's a sign of a good crew. And just continue on.
All right, I'm really getting parenting vibes here.
It was
There's
part of
mom.
the
There's
thing
mom.
to join.
There's
Is
Dad.
this mom and dad? Is this mom and dad?
I didn't want there to be daddy.
I don't
issues in
need
this
that
game.
today,
I
okay?
will die for 2-Gil now.
Atlas writes.
I do be having one question though. If we be passing off as like a merchant ship or a trade ship,
Well, I don't
where
look
I'm-
much like a merchant.
it don't be looking much like one of those.
Well, that's where the beauty comes in. We already destroyed your merchant ship. We sunk it. Took its goods.
We're
It's
just an
gone.
escort.
You're
We're
just
just
the
an
escort.
We're not selling as a merchant ship. We're selling as the escort to a merchant ship that was already destroyed, and they're chasing after us and stuff like that.
We're chasing out, and the
My 9 intelligence got the best of me.
the story is going to be that we're chasing after you, so that you don't send the navy after us and have another mark of death upon the Lux Morris's revenge.
That would make 6.
What's the name of the
7.
merchant ship that we were escorting?
Wasn't it the?
Are we doing the
It's the
town?
Birch, right? The Birch, right?
Yeah, the bird.
Because I love the name. It was called
Yeah.
the Birch.
Oh yeah, it was the birch.
Yeah.
We were the Blue Jay.
I
and
heard
it was called the
bird
Birch.
for some reason, and I was like,
The bird.
what?
I'd keep the
Finger.
the name the Blue Jay for the time being as well.
Everybody looks over at the ship and somebody's already like crudely painted the Corvid on it.
The Corvid.
I didn't think we had gotten that far to actually paint the new name on the back. I thought we just got the sail done, the flag
Atlas
done.
has been sneakily painting the whole ship black, just the whole thing. You just
Yeah, remember the unseen servant shenanigans that have
Yeah.
been going on?
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, Dan, how's that been? How'd my? Did he do it?
I mean, they're just working on They're just working on it for now
Okay.
because it's gonna
Guys, we
take
should
time
name
to
my
like.
unseen servant. But it has
Larry.
to be like a butler name. It has to be a butler name. Larry is not a butler.
Larry. Yeah, it is.
Like Ramsley,
Chives.
Rutherford, Jives,
Chives?
Chives.
Chives.
Or Alfred.
Chives, or Jives. Which one?
Chives, as in
Chives.
like the allium. Chives.
Yeah,
No,
I
Or
was
no,
gonna-
no,
Jarvis.
hold on. Almanac.
Almanac. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause you're Atlas.
Rutherford, Bernard. I love
Oh,
Bernard.
okay.
Ooh.
I like that
Or just map.
Good pun.
map.
No.
I like Bernard.
Directory.
I like
Some
Bernard.
people call him Bernard.
They would be wrong, but yep.
It can't be Ramsley because I'll do my haunted mansion in Presley every time, so it can't be that.
Codex.
Codex.
I'm looking
You're
up.
really going into the Atlas.
I'm looking up synonyms.
He's
for
going
Atlas.
on the pun train for
Thesaurus.
this.
Listen,
.com.
I'm on thesaurus.com.
Why don't we
Okay.
just name him Thesaurus? His name's Theo for Thesaurus. I think that's great.
I like Theo, actually.
Or we could do
There's
Al
there's
for
a
Almanac.
word. There's a. Don't know what this means, but
What
it's
does it mean?
VADE space MECUM. So Vade me come.
We can't name
Nice.
him that, guys. We can't. I
Why?
refuse.
Or not.
Vade me come, made me come. Can't do
Yo, I can't laugh too hard.
it.
Now, yeah, that's how I felt like Thursday, Friday.
I
could
like
barely move my
Almanac. His
jaw.
name's Al. I'm gonna call him Al.
Casino was nice.
It's a handbook or guide that is kept constantly at hand for consultation.
Sounds good.
That's what
Vedi me come.
Vedi me
That's what
Vedi
made me come mean?
Vedi me come. That's how you pronounce it. Is Vedi me come.
Vedi me come these nuts.
I don't know if that one worked. It was close.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
All right, we head now, Captain.
Is is the little powwow done?
Yeah, I mean, Abraham will say, you have any questions? We have 2 days where we're not going to be in active, he does finger quotes, pursuit. So, always come aboard and we can discuss more. But for now, that's going to be it. Let's try to keep this quick. Timeline is a bit tight. So, try to keep it to a day. Escape at night.
Did we do the wholesale thing, by the way? Does everybody say yes or no? Cut the sales as we get close.
Yeah.
Aye, yeah.
Maybe put a cannon hole through one of them.
Okay. I can mend it all, so we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then and nobody covered our exfil. How are we getting out?
True. How are we getting out?
Oh, he was just saying that they would slip away, so then the blockade would be gone, so then you guys could just slip away.
How are we going to get them the medicine? Or are we putting the medicine?
Meet up afterwards, I would assume.
Yeah, but how are we going to get the medicine out of there?
Makes a lot more
There's
sense.
no way we're getting out of there with the medicine, them not checking us. Did we just figure it out when we get there?
He'll plop down a bag of gold on a table. Bribery is a beautiful thing. I know exactly how much is in here, and I'm not saying I don't trust you. You're going to get your cut of it, don't worry. But here you go. And he hands you a sack of 100 gold pieces.
I take it because metagaming, I'm definitely the most charismatic and ship, so I'm gonna try to.
It's either you or Swan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do it together. Actually, I think it probably is Swan because he's got like a plus 17 to something already.
Yeah. So meta, I'm probably going to pretend to be mute.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
I'm bad in social situations.
I think that's great.
Swan's going to be my voice.
All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Swan's your translator.
Yeah.
You don't speak common.
I'm the bodyguard.
Right. Let's get moving.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is, but
The intimidation.
You were definitely the intimidation. Are you kidding me?
Yep. Captain Abraham
All right.
will
Well,
stand up.
if we have the whole plan, then let's peace.
All right.
I guess we don't do. Yeah. Do we know if we're meeting up like somewhere after we get the medicine in the?
Could meet up here.
I don't
know. No, meet up on Seguridad. We're gonna need to get there anyway with the medicine. Plus, then we have a chance to. We'd have a chance to register your shit under the league. Then you're marked as safe, and take it from there.
Aye.
Right. In case I don't see you, in case you don't come aboard, good luck. I have faith in all of you.
Thank you, Dad. I mean, Captain.
Thank you, Daddy.
Aye, Captain. Thank you.
thank you, Dadkin.
Aye.
Daddy.
And you guys head off onto the Corvid and start getting it ready to move. You kind of hold back as the Luxmars' Revenge will take off first, followed by the Pint, and then you follow soon after.
Tempest yells out, "Hoist the anchor, lower the sails."
I feel invigorated. I start singing.
Aye.
Copyright
What's
version,
happening?
and I do it.
Obviously. Aye. Let's go. Blow this prop stand.
You all start getting into your positions, and head off into the open water. So there is time. We have 2 days worth of travel where you're going to not need to be putting on some kind of show, where you guys can just kind of like do whatever you need to. Atlas, you're teaching 2 people how to speak Aquan, correct?
No, Tempest and I are teaching Rise how Aquan because we both know it,
Right.
and the Blue Man Group needs to be able to speak.
So
At the very least,
Communicated.
certain, maybe initially certain like code words.
Yes. We start with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Let's start with. Okay. Go somebody else. I'm gonna figure out the code words.
okay,
with my boy
let me
Tim.
let me get to the specifics here. Typically, it will take a 10-week plus intelligence number of or amount of time to become proficient in something.
Right.
So 11 weeks. But because there are 2 of you, it will take 6 weeks to like
Sick. That's
have
fine.
them become
Cool.
proficient enough that they can speak it, maybe not fluently, but at least like in a broken state, and be able to at least communicate with others who speak Aquan. Teaching simple keywords though probably won't take long. I'd say they'll get
Hello and goodbye. It's
Or
just
at
one
least,
word.
like-
It's blub.
run or hide, stuff like that. Specific wording. I'll say that you guys within that time you can teach 3 words
Sick. Let's
like-
we'll pick our 3 words.
or three phrases. Don't make them ridiculously long. I'll say 3 phrases that are at least 5 words long each.
Free. Okay, I first teach him the Constitution, the entire thing, every part of it.
Yeah, 5 words long.
Mhm.
Did you say 5 words or 5 documents?
5 words.
Moby Dick is the second one. Okay, let's see here, Tim. We'll just be in DMs. We'll figure this out.
Heck yeah, I'm learning something. Yay!
Does anyone want to do anything else in the time?
Yes, Sid wants to make friends with all of the bilge rats.
The build rat. So. Oh yeah. Okay.
I thought you.
Um,
Yeah,
I thought you were saying like people and calling.
yeah.
them
I thought you meant
No,
like
no,
insulting
like-
all of
Like
us.
the legitimate bilge rats and seagulls. Yeah.
The aminals.
Sure. Give me an
Yeah.
animal handling check. I'll give you advantage on this.
Oh, that was a mistake. All right.
Just because
Uh,
you're doing it for so long.
Wait, that's ladies. Animal handling plus 8. So 25.
Okay.
I'd say you did it.
Yeah. I mean, you make nice with a lot of them.
Sorry.
You're good. So sounds like you're just smacking a guitar.
It's my boom arm. I'm sorry. It's the springs of my boom arm.
You're good. So yeah, you managed to make nice with them. And they're all, relatively simple creatures.
Mm-hmm. It's just building for down the line, you know.
I gotcha. But yeah, they all seem to at least recognize you when you walk near them. They know who you are. They get the sense of, familiarity with you over the course of the next 2 days.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Rat friends.
Anyone
friends.
else want to accomplish anything?
Are there any storms that are potentially happening?
You see a couple off in the distance, in a couple
Yeah.
spots. Gets cloudy on a couple days, but for the most part, the seas are calm and everything is.
So
pretty
I want to
relaxed.
kind of prepare an experiment just in case something happens. So I'd like to find some sort of long metal object,
Sure.
and then another like metal pan that I can like fashion together.
Sure. I'll say that you could find just like some scrap.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Trying to be Benjamin Franklin out here. Trying out lightning rods.
First electric chip.
It's an ES instead of an EV.
Oh no, I'm gonna see if I can turn any of this magic sand into glass.
Oh, gotcha.
I can help
Charge
him.
Charge it with some like primal, magic, electricity or whatever.
Thinking about phrases, I didn't know if this is happening stealthily or not. Do I know? I will help if I know. If I don't know, then I don't.
What I'm doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like telling everybody, but if somebody asks me what I'm doing, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm, because
I'll
everybody
help
knows
you.
that I have this stand. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm trying to like turn, like I'm gonna keep most of it, but I want to turn some of it into glass to see if it has some sort of extra magical component or whatever.
Okay, I touch him for 10 minutes.
Cool. For 10 minutes.
I can't get
Again,
over that.
You don't
I think
need
2
to
minutes
do
would
that.
be good, dude. 2 minutes is all I need. All right.
Yeah.
Do we need to?
Give
At
him
this point,
guidance.
I'm convinced he's gaslighting us about needing to touch people for, some kind of intervention. He just wants to, because they were crewmates.
No, it's actually
You don't know.
he's
Hold on.
he's touching Vade Mikam.
Maybe
It's a sexual thing.
Listen,
They were crewmates.
Don't shame me.
Hey, Dan,
Don't
my
shame
God.
me.
They were
If I happen-
they were crewmates.
If I happen to see the glowing magical sand, could I cast Identify on it?
I
It's
already
not
did
going.
that.
You did detect magic.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
true. True. Do you have a pearl worth 100 gold? Because that's what I was asking for on the
Okay.
island.
Dan, do you do you still play with the less cheap equals?
Like if we have like 30 or 100 1 gold pearls.
'Cause I remember dancing at some point that if it was worth less than X,
I
am
always
I am
rule that if
literally
it is.
invaluable.
I rule that if it is. Like if you have like 5, or let's just use 4. If you have 4 pearls that are worth 25 gold pieces, that's equal to 100.
it's just that if there's no price next to it, then you just
Yeah, I mean,
if there's no
so
price next to it, you can pretend that you have it. But if it
Okay,
has
yeah,
gold,
I have
that's what
ruled
I
in the
got mixed up.
past that if it requires X material worth X amount of gold, as long as it's less than 100.
okay, yeah.
So
Okay, that's fine.
so 1 to 99. That you can use.
Except
I'm
for
not-
fuck your one pearl you wanted, Tim.
I still have my rock.
Wait, I got.
I don't think
I
you're
got
gonna.
him.
I don't think you're gonna use a rock though.
I don't think
I
You're
got
not
him.
gonna use
I
anything.
got him a pearl.
You got me a small pearl.
Is it just
Yeah,
us
but
on
it's
the
worth
ship?
something.
It's just you guys on the ship. Yeah.
Fuck! I can't convince anyone to go get me a pearl.
My unseen
I'd like
servant
to-
can.
And we're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Hey, listen. I'm
Metagame.
sure
I don't think a lot of us know about the unseen servant.
Yeah, you do.
That's
I
true.
talk about my
Do
unseen
you?
servant all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
no,
just
he-
hear
he
you talking
honestly-
about a dude named.
Yeah, I think
Al,
Atlas
and
literally
nobody knows
doesn't
what you're
shut the
talking
fuck up
about.
about Al. Yeah.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
He keeps talking
He's
about.
He's like,
Vade
yeah, Al
Mikam.
does this, Al does this, Al does this.
Who
Sure
the
he
fuck
does.
is Al?
Sure he does.
In the 2
Sure,
days,
buddy.
Dan, does Al create what I need?
Yeah, I'll say that there's enough there.
All right, I'd like to hand them out to everybody.
Sure.
Please explain.
Oh, he's
what they
yawning.
are.
I thought he was sighing. He's like, sure. Nah,
Explain
I
what they
was
are,
yawning.
Dan.
I don't. What?
So you all start like seeing these like floating posters. On it is let me pull it up. Let me pull it up.
Yes. Yes.
I think. Oh, where did you send it?
I sent it probably in our.
It's not in our DMs.
It might be in our thing, the X character creation.
Oh,
It is.
Right. Okay. So you
want me to send it in general now?
Yeah. You know what? Go ahead and do that.
God.
I am going to post this on stream and share
Let's see,
this.
where-
If that's
where is it?
okay, Tim.
Yeah, dude, go for it. Go for
Okay.
it.
I'm
All right.
worried.
Don't be.
Let me
It's
see if I
fine.
can even find it.
I am worried about whatever the
I'm
fuck
pretty
this
sure
is.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
With everyone here, I'm worried.
I don't even know where it is. No. I guess I have to download it. Hold on.
So this was made like a month ago.
Oh,
Yep, I remember it. I think I know what it's gonna be.
All right.
Oh
Here
god.
you go, boys.
see,
It's what you all get.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Everybody's handing one.
Oh,
Right, but
you should have updated it though with the Corvid
Captain.
flag.
I should Tempest is Captain. Captain.
Definitely, yeah, this is.
Update for Corvid flag.
We got the Corvid flag in there now, so
Yeah, Dan, you need to put the Corvid flag on
You
your
guys are
stream.
asking too much.
On your
Hold on.
stream layout.
I do actually need to do that. I need to get it in like a horizontal format, so that it's
Like,
not because it's
longer.
very because it's very square right now.
I
Not that it is square, but
I can mess with that and fix that since
Alright.
I'm the one who did it.
true. You could.
It's not very hard to do, so I can just mess with that.
Chat's asking for naturals merch. Maybe one day.
Corvid sweatshirt.
Maybe one
Corvid
day.
sweatshirt.
That'd be nice one day.
Is there someone here that's good at tinkering and makeshift things
In game or
Nope.
out game?
in game?
Yes.
Okay, because I would need to start working with someone, me being not a very manual character. I want to get I'm working towards this goal of making a sword out of my bow, or at least a rapier or some sort of pokey stick.
Like a
But I
bayonet.
want to use it to no,
Hey,
like the
Flute.
violin bow.
Flute, have you looked at your character sheet recently?
Dan, what are you saying?
Like I may have done something to
Logical.
your character sheet a while
Logical
ago.
When?
response.
Like a while ago.
Like the single rapier?
No.
Maybe under tools.
Nope.
Under feet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Wait, that's that?
Yeah.
Oh. But is the bow an improvised weapon?
Yeah.
Can I make it sharper?
You can attempt to. That would
That's
be
why I
like
wanna
a
tinker.
specialty thing, but yeah, I mean you can use
Yeah.
it just like
That's what I would like to tinker on.
Sure.
Oh, that's what it was for. I thought it fit with the pirate backstory, so everyone had it.
not everyone has that one.
Oh.
I need to know what feat you gave him. Improvised weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Tavern Brawler.
Tavern Brawler.
Also,
That
as
makes so much sense for your character.
during
I mean
during
he's
the
a
trip,
musician who would play in taverns.
Yeah.
It makes sense. As we're traveling close, as we're like going towards our destination, I would want Rice to like go down and like feed the bird every once in a while. Just make sure the bird got food, because the bird is still in like the lower decks of the ship, from what I know.
Don't feed him. See if he's a god.
I wanna feed the bird. I'm not gonna commit animal
So-
abuse on a bird.
Here's why Flute says that. In the last game, they literally had an archfey who was their pet
Oh,
and like had been following them since the beginning, pretty much. since like after the first arc, this cat had just been following them, and then it turned out to just be like an archfey, which is at the same power level as like God in our world, like capital G God.
Incredible.
I love that.
I love that so much. But I want to feed the bird because I don't have that trauma.
Feed the bird.
I don't have that fear.
Sure. You feed the bird. It takes the food. You place it in like the little bowl that's in there, and it eats away.
Yay.
Does it try to pet?
It is eaten though.
I want to keep the bird alive.
Over the 2-day trip, I just kind of want to like fuck around with like my cantrips and shit just to get better handling of them.
Sure.
Smart.
Give me a spellcasting check. We're gonna make this proficiency plus wisdom plus a d20.
Oh god, so I don't know. Wait, hang
So
on.
roll on a d20.
Okay. Okay. I got a 10.
Then take that 10 and add. I guess technically this. No, it wouldn't be. Never mind. Take that 10 and add your proficiency modifier, which is 2 at this point.
Proficiency for what?
Just your proficiency modifier. Your proficiency bonus. It's 2. So add plus 2. And then add your wisdom modifier to that.
So 16.
Yes. So you get a 16. While you're just kind of like fucking around, you start messing around with Gust a bit just to try to like, test like speeding up and slowing down the ship, seeing how you can use that and how you can utilize that. You also kind of start messing around with the idea of using Grasping Vine to kind of get around the rigging quickly. Especially being in your flex roll. I'm sorry, Thorn Whip. Using Thorn Whip to get around a little bit easier. Being in your flex roll, being able to go from the top deck where you're firing weapons to the rigging to, drop a sail quickly or help with dropping a sail. You figure, hey, I'm going to give it a shot. And you just start using Thorn Whip to pull yourself around. And I know we made the Spider-Man joke earlier, but...
Fuck yeah!
So you start kind of doing that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think at some point, Sid like leaves Lady with the wheel, and Lady just fucking hops up and got her like paws on it. Keep on going, and he heads down to the captain's quarters. And I think he walks in. I like to imagine that the captain quarters are probably like only 5.5 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody kind of has to like duck.
Oh yeah, I would have to walk like this because of the horns.
Well, I would say it's probably like 8 feet tall. It's not going to be nice in terms of like D&D numbers, but like it's not like a full 10 feet, but it's not like it's like walking through a door, like a door frame.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's pretty much what it feels like the entire time. So it's like a little bit uncomfortable. Anyone who's really tall is going to have an issue, but
And if we're all pirates, did we all make ourselves real short because we're pirates?
Prize is tall, right?
Good question.
My character is not tall.
Which is
I'm 5 foot.
the opposite of
5'10".
yeah, which is the opposite of real life for you, Tim.
My character is a
Rise
short
tall?
king.
I'm
Meanwhile,
5'7", so
you're the-
close.
5'10" is short king.
5'10" is a short.
That's
king.
like
6'5",
that's on the
okay.
tall side of short king.
I'm 5'10", and I would not consider myself a short king.
Dean,
Well,
you're short.
5'10" is a short king for Tim. You
Okay.
6'4" giant.
I got it. I get it. I see your fucking
have-
references. I see it.
Hey, so you're gonna have fun with the idea of my height, Tim.
Oh boy.
I'm 5 foot
Oh.
In real life.
in real life.
My
My character's
My-
5'7".
my axe was 5 foot.
Wow.
It might have been less.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Sid, who is 5'10".
And not a short king. Same thing for Swan.
It's
Not-
average, guys. It's average size.
Anyways, he comes
think
into
5 cents
the
pretty
captain's
tall.
quarter and says, "So we got something to talk about, and that's livery.
Livery.
Lady has requested flames.
Okay. In what capacity?
On the side of the ship.
Lady wants flame racing stripes on the side of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You've asked lady what she wants?
Yes. Yeah, this is directly from Lady.
Okay.
If lady wants it.
If lady wants it. I can't do
That's-
anything
that's
now,
it?
lady,
No
unless I hang off
No
the
other
side.
discussion?
How
Hey,
about we compromise and we put on the front of the ship where the mermaid normally goes, we can put a hellhound.
I think that is a good idea.
That is cooler than a mermaid, and
Yes.
cooler than fire.
Also cooler than racing fire. I fear lady.
So others will too.
Lady makes me
Yes.
uncomfortable. So-
Taking up Captain Abrams' fear tactic instead of murder.
Okay. What does lady say about that?
Well, I have to go check whether she's currently steering the ship.
Okay. Terrifying.
I like how everyone's just like, yeah, right.
We're like, okay, sure.
Sure. You just kind of like step out real quick and like look up.
Yeah, yell out, hellhound on the front of the ship? Just whoever's outside, I guess, hears like a deep guttural, like, multi-dog bark all at once.
Okay. Dan, I would like
Because
to
Lady and I can communicate with each other.
Dan, I would
I
like
would
to
assume
tell
so.
my unseen servant to chisel away and try to create a hellhound.
I would like to
Maybe we should wait.
shout.
Yeah, maybe we
to-
should
yeah.
wait. Maybe we should not.
Maybe
Not right away.
before this mission's over.
Also,
Listen, my unseen
that-
servant can do whatever.
that is pushing simple task.
It's not
Also,
simple, chiseling.
we don't know what you're
Mm.
doing. So if you want to go ahead and do that, we can't
Yeah.
really.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
can't-
listen. I'm not a
Meta-wise-
metagamer, but I'm
meta-wise-
not a making people mad kind of thing. If we don't want to
Yeah.
do it right yet, we
Hey,
shouldn't do it.
feel like it
meta-wise, we can't tell you no.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I tell my
ideally-
unseen servant to draft the plans. Draw me a hellhound. So that
Fucking
I can.
unseen servant is an architect.
My
That
unseen
yeah,
servant.
I'd say that's still pushing simple task.
Are you kidding me? You're making a drawing
That's
of
an
a
art.
hellhound?
That's artistic. If you're copying words and characters from a book and you're copying it over onto parchment, that's pretty simple because you're just like looking at it and
Just
copying.
draw lady.
Well, yeah, if they're just copying what Lady looks
Okay, draw a
like.
lady.
Okay, then
Yeah.
then you guys are okay with AI art.
Fuck.
Yep, that's the corner I'm backing you into right now. You're either okay with AI art or this can't
I
be
am.
allowed.
I'm
So
It's
completely
not
fine with
AI
it.
art. It's tracing.
It's
There's
completely
something
fine. I'm
wrong with
that.
completely
Tracing.
fine with AI art. AI art is sick.
over
Don't
regular
tell,
art
don't tell
though.
me that.
Over regular art though.
There are
Don't tell me
literally
that.
AI artists that are better than. There is AI art that is absolutely better than regular art.
I'm
Absolutely.
sorry, but whatever.
I'd like
Can I,
call
can I
Mango?
stab Atlas?
No, there is. Now, I'm not
Can I
saying that your
stab
art
Atlas
is.
with a mango?
I'm not saying that your art is worse or better than AI art. I'm telling you
Mango.
that Hitler's
Mango.
art was worse.
Mango.
Oh, I agree with that.
His art was
See?
fucking trash anyway. So
So is AI better than Hitler?
Mango.
yeah,
Ooh.
I'd say that, but that's for other reasons. I don't. I
we've,
did.
We've ignored
I
a lot of mangoes.
yeah. Oh, we're ignoring
We've
it. I
ignored a
didn't
lot
make
of mangoes.
graduation, so I'm gonna talk shit on Hitler. Anyway, we'll cut that
Ask
one from the
him
YouTube
to
video.
trace. I ask him to make to trace lady, and I go on.
Sure. You know what? Let me.
Actually, you know what? Lady's in a perfect position to trace right now, anyways, right? Like to draw a lady because
Yeah,
Lady's
to
got
fit
her
on the front of the
paws up
ship,
on
yeah.
the wheel, right?
Yeah.
So they
Ask
could.
lady
Yeah.
to
I-
make
I
a
just made a
smiley
roll.
I'm
face.
scared what Dan's
I just
doing.
made a roll. I'm gonna send it to our player organizer. who has been unbiased in a lot of different things.
I'm so unbiased.
He's so biased.
That's what I
No,
rolled.
Dan, just let it play out. Yeah, just let it play out.
We'll
though.
see what happens. Oh no,
Just let it play out.
I'm letting you know what I rolled
Yeah.
so that it doesn't seem like I'm bullshitting. But it's there. It's been documented. All right, sure. There's a little floating piece of parchment. And the unseen servant is attempting to draw a lady. We'll take it from there. Anyway,
Dan, can I give bardic inspiration to the unseen servant?
I touched the unseen servant for 10
technically,
minutes.
the unseen servant is not a creature.
Not
It's
a
just an
creature.
action. You don't have to do it for 10 minutes.
They were crewmates.
They were roommates.
Yeah, so unseen servant does not create a creature.
Aw.
So it does not work like that. It is a medium force that is literally. Yeah, the spell creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless medium force. It specifically uses force to take away like creature.
We're currently barreling towards an objective where Dan is just going to go and remove Unseen Servant from Atlas's character sheet.
Yeah.
Dan made me take this. Do you understand? Dan, I talked to
He's
Dan
making
about this.
Dan regret it.
Because I talked to Dan about this.
I
said,
told you
"Dan,
about
I-
one specific scenario where I'm like, yeah, this could be good, and then you're like, okay, time to push the envelope.
I said to Dan, I don't think Unseen Servant is going to have that much value. And Dan told me a story, and he said that he was very lenient and that we would see what happens. And I told you, Dan, that I was going to push the button, and you said that's okay. Complain to someone else, buckaroo. This is what this is about. You wanted this. Yeah. That's literally a submission
admission.
right there.
Yep.
That right there is I won. So bite me.
Listen, I didn't think you were gonna go this far.
We played for
I
2
thought you
years
would have
the other
known
day.
better by
We
now.
played for
Yeah,
2
I thought you
years.
would have known.
You're right.
Many
I
For 2
should have
years,
known
Dan.
better. Anyway, so it gets to the second day. The drawing of lady looks like trash. I rolled a 5 for your unseen servant.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's fine.
We'll try again
Um,
later.
Yeah, it does not look good.
Mission failed. Try again next time.
Mission failed. So now you are at the point where you are going to start taking the lead. Captain Abraham is on the helm, and he starts like pointing at you and just kind of like doing a hand motion to have you move on ahead. At this point, you guys need to start like making your ship look like it's been damaged, destroyed, hurt by the Lux Mars's revenge, or the pint, whichever.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, buddy?
Can I cast a spell? How bad is the spell?
Oh god.
I'm casting
well-
Shatter on the ship.
Yeah, I mean,
Out of here.
so technically, how much health does our ship have?
Swan.
Don't shatter the ship.
Don't shatter the ship. It's already a piece of shit. I'd like to keep a piece of shit floating. I'd like to keep it floating. Thank you.
So
I broke
technically,
Dan again.
very technically, this is a keel boat. So there is a damage threshold that you need to reach before it actually starts taking damage. The hull has 100 hit points, but it has a damage threshold of 10. So like 1 damage won't do anything, 5 damage won't do anything, but 10 damage it'll take.
Okay.
So if I roll over, then 10 would make damage. Now, what I've used Shatter before.
Oh, he's literally shattering the boat.
Mhm.
No. I'm trying to
okay.
see
No,
how
we don't need to shatter the boat. We just need to put some holes in the sails.
Holes in the sails
Just
and
the
maybe
sails?
some scattered wood all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, just the sails might not work, but we can try.
Also,
Yeah, I mean,
Spawn, you weren't here. I'm going to pretend to be mute when we get
Hmm.
there because I'm bad with social situations. So if you can
Oh.
speak for me,
Oh.
Yeah, you're the most non-pirate looking motherfucker we got.
yeah. Um,
Wait, yeah.
I feel like that makes sense though, because having like someone pristine and someone who looks better as like the head of
Yeah, but I cannot
ship.
give orders though. That's why we need Tempest. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the orders are only going to be. I mean, not that we wouldn't listen to Tempest outside of combat, but the orders
Man's
that
not
we
a combat.
follow to the road is when we're in combat.
yeah,
And,
and,
like,
and
Yeah.
you'll only need to speak for me if we're getting questioned by
Enemies or other people.
enemies. Yeah,
Yeah.
enemies or unfriendly things.
exactly.
Yeah.
Then I climb up on the sails and start just making tiny little cuts and like folding them back and kind of like creasing them so they look worse.
Sure.
And
Lady lights a corner of one on fire.
yes, exactly. I was gonna ask her to.
Lady
call.
can legally catch things on fire.
Legally, yes.
Yeah.
Legally.
No one else can legally do that.
Yeah, true.
Can you
Write that
give
down, write that
me
down.
oh god, would this be like a performance check, I guess?
I guess. Yeah.
I'll give you advantage because you have people helping you.
Thank you, lady. Shoo, that's a 1 and a 15.
Okay.
So performance,
Yeah.
30-20.
Wow. Okay. So on that, you managed to make the ship look convincingly damaged.
Yay.
Could I?
And you also
Right.
do it in a way that makes it so that the damage doesn't seem like it's just from the ship. It might have also been from some other external factors. So it seems like the ship has been out at sea for a long time. Swan, what were you going to say?
Could I fill up buckets with? I'm assuming we have buckets on the ship.
I would assume
Could I
so.
fill up buckets with seawater and bring them down in the ship, and
I see.
I
what
pour
you're
them
doing.
out?
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
I'll say that you can spend like a couple. I'd say like 30 minutes probably, getting enough that you're not slowing the ship down tremendously, but you're also making it look convincing.
Yeah.
A lot of work, but you got time.
Man.
So, also, if all of you hit refresh on your character sheet, you will all have, other than Colin. Obviously, you can't hit refresh on paper.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Just make a whole new one.
If you guys look in your extras, you guys should now have the Corvid listed.
Yay!
Fuck yeah.
Let's go. I wanted to see if I could do some kind of like strength check to like have some like break some wood apart, to have some like wood pieces, maybe a couple of wood pieces like stabbed through the sail as if it was like wood exploded nearby or something, just to try to.
I touch him for 10 minutes.
What?
Sure. Give me an athletics check, and you can add a D4 to this.
I'm like
I'll
your
take a dice
spotter. I'm holding your hips while you break the wood.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
And they were crewmates. What was my athletics? Oh god. What else could I add to it?
A
You
D4.
said? Oh. Sorry, my brain is slow today. Add a d4 to the d20 roll, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Or is it just a d4? Okay.
It's a D4 to the roll that you did.
I wanted to make sure I got it right. Oh god. Okay. Oh. God, math is hard. It's an 18 on the d20 and then a 4. So,
22.
thank you. Math is difficult.
Mm.
So, over 20.
All right. So you start just kind of breaking boards that you find, like scrap boards and stuff. Maybe not to the point where they're unusable, like if you need to patch holes and stuff, but
Yeah.
at least to a degree where it looks like things have been broken and destroyed.
Do we have a
Sure.
plan for what to do after we get to land to then get the medicine?
I thought we
No, because
said.
I don't think we're.
I thought we
don't
had
know
said
if we're
something
gonna be
about
able to
like
know.
Sid needing to go to the hospital because he was half burned. He had like injuries from
Yeah, we just
fire or
mentioned that
something.
like last session.
Yeah, but I don't know if we want to still do that plan or not.
Well, if it gets us inside,
Will they let all of us inside though for one person being injured, or will they just take the injured person and make
We're
us
all his
wait?
brothers.
Well, from
But they don't know.
meta wise, if a ship comes into port and they're like staying for a little while, I would assume that they would just like after like some like registration things, you would be able to go on
Well,
on land.
the point
you know?
is like of this, you're being chased hardcore. So like you are about to get like attacked by this pirate ship. So because of that, they're allowing you to like rush into port and hide, basically.
Okay.
we can definitely still, with that story, play the Sid got burned, got attacked.
Mm-hmm. Got
Like
injured.
he was on like
Yeah.
the main merchant ship.
I mean, our ship also.
Help! My dog is on fire.
If Lady burned the sails and Sid
Classic
was
gag.
anywhere close.
I could set a fire to the ship.
Can we control it? I mean, we have
Yes.
We have
gust,
men's.
I have
Control flame.
control flame.
Oh,
Yes.
that
So
is sick.
so we can do that.
I'm all for it. There's nothing better than smoke.
Best way to
Yeah, I
blow
wonder-
smoke up
yeah.
someone's ass. Actually blow smoke up their ass.
Fucking sick.
All right. You guys start to pull into view of the city. This city is from the distance that you see it at, very beautiful. The port itself is very large and rounded, as the natural landscape just kind of hugs the docks that have been built around it. The city itself is built back into a mountain, where you see that there is a large keep in the very back, presumably where the leadership resides. The houses in this city have these very light colored blue roofs that in the sun that you are now looking at it in just brighten up the landscape. As you pull in closer, you hear shots fire behind you as they fly over your heads, not even touching your ship, not even getting close to your ship. All in the attempts to sell this deception. You pass merchant ships, fishing ships, all of these different vessels, as this ship, the Corvid, starts to barrel into port, with the Luxmaris's Revenge and the Pint very close on its tail.
All right, I start selling it. I start screaming. Just,
Bloody murder.
just absolutely like, please God, help us.
Give me a performance
Help
check.
us, please. I touch myself for 10 minutes.
You know
I will
it's-
never let this go. Do you understand? I'll never stop saying it.
All right.
He's doing it as a ritual. He's
It's a-
casting the cantrip as a ritual.
Yeah, he's casting guidance, the non-ritual cantrip, as a ritual.
Wait, where's my D4? There it is. The 4.
Yo.
What'd you say? Performance?
Mhm.
24.
Sure.
All right.
Different fishermen and merchants
crown
look
command.
like they look terrified. Like they start moving back into port with you. Like they're starting to
The
get
man
away
of
from
on
these.
command.
Honestly.
Makes a good actor, man.
So we're being chased right now.
Yep.
Yes.
Dan,
Raz will
how
probably
much?
be. Sorry.
Go for it. You can go first.
Raz will also probably like join in with like not acting scared, but like rushing around, almost panicked.
Sure.
Trying to
I won't even
help
make
get
you make a
the
check
ship
for
in.
Yeah, I won't even make you make a check
Yeah.
for that. You just know how to like quickly move around ship and like where you would need to go. You're not selling that or faking that. That's
Yeah.
fine. Tempest.
Are we? How much damage would fire on the deck cause to the ship?
I
Are
would
we doing that? And are we going to have Sid playing like he's passed out on the deck when we come into port?
Seems like a yes from Sid.
Yeah.
In terms of damage, how big? Like in a 5 foot by 5, like a 5 foot square kind of
Yeah.
scenario, how much fire? Like how many 5 foot squares are you looking to take up?
Just maybe 1 or 2. I don't know how big the ship is.
I'd say
But just like it looks like some gunpowder may have ignited and like
One is enough because 5 by 5
something,
feet
yeah.
is a lot.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I would say in that regard,
I can mend it, baby.
it would take you probably 15 minutes to get into port. I'm gonna say it would be, well, okay, just to make it easy, let's say 14 minutes. It's gonna take.
I can also like I don't know if this would do anything, so I can double or have the bright light shed. Would that decrease the wattage or like heat so that it would deal less damage? I mean, I'm just grasping at straws here.
Let me ask
you
a
know.
question real
Yeah.
quick.
What's
Are we going into an area that halflings are not accepted?
No, this is fine. Actually, this city is one of the more like accepting cities. It was originally so it's on the mainland of Gwendolith. And
I was like immediately gonna like invisible. You're away. Goodbye.
Hide the little one.
so this is on the
We were
mainland.
gonna save you, but we saw a halfling on your deck, so we fired on you.
So if you guys look at the map, there's like you'll see Vera House. Erast is on like that area, which is the mainland, but like to the north of there. I guess like technically northeast of Vera House. Kind of
Okay.
north by northeast almost. It's like kind of diagonal from there.
We have cannons on this ship, don't
no,
we?
you have 2 ballista.
Don't we?
I thought we did. I thought we had.
I thought
No,
we did.
no, the Imperial
the old
ship
ship.
had cannons. We
No,
just have
okay.
ballistas.
Cannons are
Okay.
super rare.
Cannons are
Fair
very
enough.
rare.
I thought we had some
My bad.
weapon, and I got confused.
Yeah, you have 2 weapons. You have 2 ballista, which are basically like giant arrows, giant crossbows that fire giant arrows.
Okay.
So Erast was founded by elves and humans. So where most of Gwendolith is very racist towards the elves, this city tends to be a little bit more accepting. The highest population of half-elf comes from Erast, just because of the commingling of both. So I would say for every, let's say it's going to take you 14 minutes from this point to get into port. For every 2 minutes that fire is raging, Tempest, it's 1d6 of damage. So it'll be 7d6 worth of damage.
Well, I mean, you said each damage roll that happens, if it doesn't go above 10, it doesn't deal actual damage to the ship.
Yeah,
so
but this is a collective amount of damage, right?
It is going to be collective because
Okay.
it's burning in one spot.
yeah. That's,
So-
I was trying to cheese
I know.
whatever.
No, I know. You don't need
I
to
was
tell me
was
that.
trying to use your own logic against you.
Idea. So we don't run the risk of, causing damage to our ship. What if start it for like a minute or so and then put it out so it's still like fresh burn?
Ooh, I
like-
like that. Yeah.
Like we had like the fire was earlier before we started running away. So then like Sid can be like passed out elsewhere because it was earlier, and then we
Huge. I
took
love
the
it.
other opportunity to book it.
I
So
have
we're
one-
not actively dealing with the fire and also causing more damage to the floating shit. That is our ship.
Love it.
Because then there's still like evidence of like where the fire was, because then we can set it in a more specific spot that would make a little bit more sense.
I'm gonna say, because of things that had already been set up, the fire's gonna rage for a minute, and Swan is going to be going down below to grab buckets of water, and he pours it on the fire first, and then starts going down to empty it over the side of the ship.
Can Prestidigitation snuff this out?
I can snuff it out with my cantrip.
Right. Okay.
You can snuff it out at any time. Technically, because this is magic fire, you would have to do that, but I'm assuming that you're kind of like keeping an eye on that. I'm assuming you're at the helm anyway, navigating, so you're just kind of like watching that, and like as he throws fire or water onto the fire, you're like, okay, die down. Okay, die down.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Cool. I was gonna say, Sid's playing dead. Should you remove clothing on your upper torso so that it doesn't look like you
Probably.
have burns and then normal clothing on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gotta look fly when you're fucking going to the hospital, dude.
Yeah, so you do that. You're kind of passed out behind the helm on the poop deck.
Oh, not the poop deck.
Real smelly. They're gonna have to get a nurse in there. And you start like barreling into port. You hear like a couple cries from some of the other ships and a couple of the other officials who are just like, "You need to slow down! Pull into the air!" You also hear a bell ringing and someone yelling out, "Pirates! There's pirates in the water!"
I, turn the ship and start to get it ready to be, docked.
Yeah. You see that there are a couple
Rise
people
is helping
who,
with getting it docked as fast as possible.
Yeah, kind of like gesture around, not saying anything, and telling people to go like throw the lines, so that they could be hitched up to the different like cleats on the dock.
You see that there are a couple people who are on like the docks who are kind of like rushing to where you're going, and they start like casting spells into the water to try to like slow the ship down. Seems like shape water, but collectively with all of them casting
that didn't work.
Yeah, just you. There's like 10 people who are casting shape water.
I'm 10 people in myself. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm the protagonist.
Him and his unseen servant both
Yes.
cast.
Yes. That's a simple skill, right?
Yeah. Casting a spell is a simple task.
Very simple.
Very simple task.
So you see that the ship starts to slow down. You pull it in into the dock. The crew starts getting to work very fast as you all try to get the ship ready to go. Meanwhile, you see that there's some kind of like official who's running up, and he says, "Right. Are all of you okay? What happened?" This seems to be someone who's maybe not like in charge, but just under the person in charge.
So,
I say, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Real great voice there for.
I go up to Swan, put my hand on his shoulder, and kind of like point at Sid and gesture.
Our captain here,
I-
our captain's telling me that he's burning. He's not telling me, but he can't speak. Just do the thing. I lost my French accent. Sorry. Roleplay.
I'm so scared. I lost my
Official
accent.
guy on our
I'm so scared. I lost my aim. I lost my French.
Is the official guy like fun?
Now, Dan, do I have to make a performance check?
I'm
Just lay
gonna
there?
say
Pretend to be dead.
I touched Sid for 10 minutes. Or I and I put my hands on and cast guidance.
I'll say that you have it's a performance
guidance.
check with advantage, and you have guidance.
Okay.
Don't leave me! Guidance.
Okay, that's a 16. Because of guidance, otherwise it would have been a fucking 12.
Ooh.
Touching everybody for 10 minutes.
You have like you get this like shallow breath down very, very well. You can tell that like, you're not doing too hot. Based on go for it.
Can I to kind of help with sensory stuff, can I cast Druidcraft and give like the faint smell of burning flesh?
Ooh.
Yes.
Smart.
Very
How
good.
do you know
Yeah.
what that is? Oh, that's kind of terrifying. You know what
Yeah.
burning flesh smells like?
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. I like that.
So
Serial killer.
And the person who's like kind of in charge will say, "Oh, gods, okay. Hey, medics, quick, come over here." You see that there are two people who are running up with the stretcher. They run on board, and they pick Sid up.
Dean's frozen.
and
Can
they
I
start
can
to,
I say that I like help get Sid up since I'm?
Sure.
Do I need to do anything for that to
No,
pick Sid up to
I-
put him on the stretcher?
I think Dean's gone.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
just
think
got a
so.
message
Dean
in
said
chat.
that,
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
his Wi-Fi did.
He'll be back in a second, probably.
Hopefully.
Good
So
still frame, though.
A very good still frame.
very happy still for him. So the group just kind of like starts making their way and moving. The person who seems to be like in charge, not like a dockmaster, but like the dockmaster's handler or dockmaster's assistant, will say, "We'll watch your ship, no problem. Like, go take care of your friend. I'm gonna send someone over to the hospital to get a statement from all of you." And he looks out into the waters. Oh fuck.
Did we have a plan to deal with what Lady is going to be doing?
Yeah, what's up with Lady?
Yeah, what is she?
I cast invisibility on Lady.
I was assuming that Lady was like sticking below deck, just kind of hanging out.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
They're
sure.
gonna walk
sure.
downstairs and find a blue jay that says blue, or a parrot that is named Blue Jay that says Blue Jay, and a dog
No,
from hell.
a parrot that is named Blue Jay that says Corvid.
It is a black feathered
It does say
parrot
Corvid now.
named Blue Jay that says part of the Corvid. Or on the Corvid.
Part of the ship, part of the poo.
There's bird shit everywhere. You see that the Luxmaris' Revenge has now turned with its cannons facing the harbor. The Pint has done something similar. The Pint has less cannons than the Luxmaris' Revenge. It only has 2, compared to the Luxmaris' Revenge's 8. And all the weapons have now turned. And you hear in a thaumaturgy boom the voice of Captain Abraham. "Listen up. You're all under siege by us until we get medicine, and until you hand over that there shit that we're chasing. The second we see Imperial flags is the second that we open fire on your harbor, sinking as many ships and killing as many of your people as we can. We either get medicine, or you're all dead."
Imagine they just give us back.
Are we still with the handler assistant guy?
He's still like around you, yeah.
I'm just gonna like talk to him and be like, "Well, you really gotta do something there. They attacked the first ship, and then we lost. The people were burning, and oh,
Right. Okay. I'll go to my boss, and then we're gonna have to go to the governor. This is horrible. Rise, as you step off the gangplank onto the ship, or onto the dock, I need you to just give me a history check, and you're going to be using one of the things. So you do have advantage on this technique, or you can add a d6 to this.
Yeah, I need to grab a d6 because I did not have one out.
You always have a d6.
I was late, so I didn't prepare myself that well.
Fair.
Shit.
Same, but I was on time.
I dropped my d20. Where'd it go? Oh no!
That is the roundest of them, so you did drop the ball.
Where'd it go? I had to look for it a second. Hold on.
Just make sure Gus didn't like steal
I need
it
another
or
one, 'cause I don't
away.
know where it went. I got a 9 and a 5 with
Did I touch Rise? I'd like to. 10
This is not.
you.
You wouldn't.
No.
This isn't like an active check.
No.
This is like something that
No.
just happens
No.
like, instantly.
All right, as long
So you got a 15. So
touch him anyways.
you
Yeah.
okay. You step onto this deck and like have to stop for a second, and like you look around and you're like, I know where everything in this city is. I don't know how I know, but I know where everything is. And then you start following off to the hospital, where they're bringing Sid. Sid, they drag you into a hospital. Looks pretty simple. There's like a couple
Okay.
patients who are just kind of laying around, and they immediately start like, looking for bandages. They're calling for healers. They're trying to get things set.
Do I get dropped in a room, like, or is this just a big giant open room,
Big
like with a
open
bunch
room.
of fucking cots?
Big open
Can
room
the
with a
heist
bunch of
be
cots.
anywhere where I would know that they would keep medicine?
Wait, yeah, has everybody followed me in here, or
So I assume that they allow. So here's they'll say, okay, 2 of you can come in, but the rest of you need to stay out here. We don't have enough room in there to work. And if anything else goes down, we need to be able to move quickly.
Out where? Like, go in the
So
building?
there's like yeah, I would say in the building. This is kind of like a longhouse in a way, where there's just like a bunch of cots around. So 2 of you can enter the building.
Okay, I kind of want...
I want to go in so I can keep up with the burnt flesh thing on Sid.
Good call.
Yeah, I don't need to go in. I could...
Maybe somebody charismatic should be in both groups.
Yeah, are,
somebody?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, are there people... Like, are doctors really easy to spot?
Yes.
Like, they have their own garments?
Okay, so here's the thing too. As soon as these fuckers come in here and start to be like, "Oh, we gotta heal him," they're gonna realize they can't heal Sid because this is Sid in his most
Yeah.
healthy state he's ever been in.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be like, I don't know what's going on here. We need to like hold him for like further like observation, but he seems stable right now.
Maybe, but like
Thankfully.
Sid's got like Sid is like covered and fully like healed over burn scars, right?
Yeah.
So I imagine like first glance it's like, okay, yeah, there's lots of burn scars and shit.
That's-
But like a trained
I-
medical professional is
hard
gonna be
to-
like, this guy
Yeah.
was burnt like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would
Then-
like so is there anybody we
I
okay
kinda just
we are
want-
in the thing now, right? We're in the room. Somebody
We're not
We're
inside.
just like just
Not
outside. We
quite.
don't know
You're
who's
just
going
outside
in.
the
I
building.
want to go in.
They've
I
brought
I
you
imagine
guys.
it's Atlas and Perry probably.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I want to
so
go in and I want
arguably-
to, for you all, just so you know, metagaming, if it goes bad, I can totally get him out of here with with invisibility. Totally just like,
Yeah, that's probably the best
doctor
idea.
turns his back, invisible, he's out, we leave. You know,
So
I really
I
want to find a way in the hospital. Sorry that I've been trying to say this.
no, it's okay.
My
It's okay.
plan here is so we need to. Are we supposed to be the one that get our hands on the medicine, or is the captain doing that?
we are
Yeah,
It's
doing
no,
us.
we are.
It's us.
Okay. I know, like, classic bard thing, but lying and stealing is fun, and I'm pretty sure I can
And to be a doctor.
I can fake being a doctor, or I can get my hands on keys that can get us somewhere, or I can pretty much do any of that.
Mhm.
It's just I don't know how I should work that out. So I'm gonna see what
Gotcha.
the information I get. But yeah, that.
Okay. So as they're like walking up to the building, they say like okay, only 2 of you can come in. Not enough space for everyone. Listen, we're gonna call for our healers. At this point, this looks divine. we're gonna need to get some clerics down here to actually heal. I don't think our rudimentary doctors are gonna be able to do anything. So one of us is gonna have to leave while the other keeps your friend stable. Shouldn't be long though. And then at that point, they run into the building. Perry, you follow pretty quickly to keep up the burning flesh smell. Atlas, you follow as well after a little bit of deliberation. And now the rest of you are just kind of waiting. One of them, the people who was carrying the stretcher, they run out and head towards a giant granite stone building not far away that looks to be a temple to Bahamut.
So Dan, do we know what the name of the medicine is for Seguridad?
You don't know the name of it, but you do know the look of it. It looks like
That's awful.
I know. I asked, and he just showed us it. I was like, okay.
it looks like amber ale without the head.
Yeah, he
I
said
was-
it looks like beer.
Okay.
And
So there is one medical professional in here with us.
Correct.
I think so. So Perry and Atlas here have followed us in, right? Now you get down to a bed, and I think as soon as like Sid gets laid down in a bed, he immediately kind of does that like doubled over thing, and immediately does the call an ambulance, but not for me, as he pulls out a fucking boot knife and holds it up to the healer and goes, "We're gonna need to see your medicine cabinet."
I immediately spring into action, and I'm right behind him now with Eldritch Blast, kind of like almost like Iron Man.
Like
Are
primed,
there other
primed in your
people
hand.
in this room?
Yeah,
There are
No,
like
it's-
there's a couple other sick people, but there's no like other healers. It seems like they're all kind of like preparing for the worst of what's happening right now with the siege looming.
I kind of at a loud enough that hopefully they can hear it outside. I say in Aquan to Tempest, get in here with the rest of you and cover the door.
All right. I relay that information to everybody. I was like, they've started the process. We got to get in there.
Okay.
Sid
Can I
just
throw-
whispered. Oh, go ahead.
Can I not listen to your command and be the back door?
You wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, it would
know,
be his.
We know a healer.
Hey, dude, whatever your preference is.
We know a healer is coming back because we saw him leave. So I'd rather follow him around and see where he's going in the temple rather than.
Mhm.
That's completely fine as long as you'll be able to communicate to us. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I can't cast message if I see you.
And through like 5 feet of stone, but if you're through a mountain, you can't do it.
It's
Windows?
like wooden. Like this building is made of wood.
Atlas, do you have a familiar?
Oh, I can cast.
No, I don't.
Cast through Solid Object if you're familiar with the target
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and know it is beyond barriers.
Yeah, if you're familiar with it, you can cast through it, but it's the range. How much? What is the range of message?
Of metal. 120 feet.
120.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that should be fine.
Do it, man.
But yeah,
All of you
So
rush in at
Sid-
this point.
Do
Swan
I
runs
know
back.
what's the name of the illness, Dan?
The illness, it doesn't really have a name because it like no one really knows what it is necessarily. Like they found that like this mix of medicines has kind of worked, and that like this particular medicine that you're trying to find has been really effective.
So that's fine. It should, if there is a cure, there should be a name, but it's fine.
They've
If
just
the
kind of
pirates
started.
don't know the
Stop
name.
making it
then
hard
that's
for
fine.
us,
Yeah,
Dan.
If the pirate, well, it's more of communicating with the doctors to tell them what we need.
Yeah,
Right? But if Abraham
So-
didn't know the name of it and didn't convey that to us, and only was like, "I just know this works,"
yeah.
That's
pretty much-
yeah,
That's
which that's
pretty much
reasonable.
what it
I
is.
can very much so believe that.
Yeah.
You guys would know the symptoms. I'll give you that.
Okay.
It's vomiting, and when vomiting occurs, it's vomiting blood.
Okay.
A very hard cough that is part of what they think is inducing the vomiting, along with upper respiratory like infectious pus that seems to be coming up, both through the nose
Huh.
and from like a wet cough.
So yeah, so as soon as you guys come in, you see Sid has got this guy at knife point currently, and is standing up, and Atlas is directly behind him with the fucking like ready to
Gun to
blast
his
him.
head. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell
And-
Rise,
and
Rise, Rise, you should cover the door. Totally.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna block the door.
Please do.
Sid says to him, "Let's see your medicine cabinet."
Okay, all right, fine.
I check him for weapons, but like as quickly as possible. I don't want to like sit there and frisk him.
You find like a dagger on his side, just very
I take
simple.
it. I take it.
Oh, you don't touch him for 10 minutes?
I touch myself for 10 minutes to help him search.
All
He's
it
just
takes,
sitting
man.
there
You
I
like-
only touch my
Whatever.
friends for 10 minutes. Do you understand? I
Yeah.
touch my friends for 10
Oh,
minutes.
true. You don't touch just anyone for 10
No,
minutes.
it's just my friends.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
it's a friendly
accept that Atlas experiences time differently.
Yeah. Every second is 3 minutes for me.
He has his hands up and he's like, okay, all right, fine. Whatever you need. And he walks over to like where the cabinet is, hands up, your knife at his back, Eldritch blast like near his head. And he opens up the cabinet and he says, "What? Like what? Why are you doing all this?"
We're
There's
looking
a
at
lot
Amber,
of-
medicine.
Alish like medicine.
There's a lot of sick people who need medicine, and we're trying to help. And they're all
Um,
going to die if we don't
you-
get them the medicine.
Sid, you don't see anything there.
I explain the medicine to the guy. I say that it's amber in color. It's like a dark ale. And I explain the
Symptom.
illness.
Just like at the blockade. Okay. I might not agree with your tactics, but you're actually
You're a
looking to help.
doctor. You're supposed to help people.
Well, he looks
We're
and
trying
says,
to help people too.
he
Yeah.
like looks you dead in the eyes, like you're really trying to help people right now. There's
Yes,
an actual danger.
we don't
Mhm.
we don't need this, but the place that we are taking it to will never get the care they need if we do not help them. We are their only line of defense.
Right. Okay. It's being kept in the warehouse near the docks. There's 4 crates of it. It's being guarded by the Imperial Navy, though. Where we don't have many ships here, but they have a base here.
Can I do an insight check to see if? Actually, no. I'm going to save this for later.
Sure. He'll just look at all of you and say, it's impressive that no one was hurt, and I hope that it's now just a bluff. What's going on outside?
Hopefully, we can get what we need before anybody gets hurt.
He nods, kind of like understanding but nervous.
When your friend comes back, he died. We left. I don't care what you say. Nobody comes looking for us.
So, could I get an insight check to see if if we leave him fine, right? If he would immediately say something, or should we tie him up and like kind of put him in a coat closet to give us more time? Like, can I roll insight on that
Yeah.
to see if he?
Sure.
I touched Tempest for 10 minutes.
What'd you get?
You had a D4? You had a D4?
A 10.
My dude's telling the truth. The way that he's acting, he's like, like when someone said you're a doctor, you're supposed to help people. I think it was you, Tempest, right?
Yeah.
You could see that like that kind of like hit him hard, and there's a good chance that he had the thought of, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So
How did he react to what I said to him about the whatever you have to say? They're not coming looking for us.
He'll say, "Fine, that's fine. There's a lot of chaos going on. they're probably going to want to start, trying to figure things out anyway. So, in everything,
All right.
he died from his wounds. His friends took him to their ship. I'll just say that it's
Very, let's see.
All right.
I pat him on the back. And I say thank you, and I look at Tempest and I look at Sid, and I say, "Do either of you want to be invisible for this?"
I probably should.
I touch Sid for 10 minutes, and
That
at
one.
9 minutes and 56 seconds, I cast invisibility on him.
sure.
I'm gonna give the doctor like 10 gold and tell him to get some more medical supplies for the hospital
He'll nod his head.
as we're going.
All right.
Yeah, mop up our trail.
Yeah.
Before we leave, I'd like to ask, like, the other patients that are there, are any of them awake
No,
to
it seems
see
like
what was going on?
seems like all of these people are like pretty beat up and sedated. You see one person has a broken leg. Like
Okay.
at like the femur, so like real bad and a lot of
They're
pain.
either out cold or in too much pain to care
Pretty much, yeah.
or remember.
Just wanted to cover all bases.
Yeah.
Fair. Swan, as you're kind of like keeping an eye outside, you see that there are 3 clerics who are walking down, and I don't mean like the class cleric, I mean like healing clerics, who are like walking down the street with the one doctor who brought Sid in.
Out the back, out the back, out the back,
Probably
Out
about
the
2
back.
minutes until they get there.
out the back. Gotta go.
Only Swan sees this for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well,
Never mind. I'm walking out the front. I'm charging up the front.
so you're telling
I
me
just
he's
like
already
knew him
coming-
right through the door.
He's already coming back with the cleric.
Mhm.
I
You could just message through the door. It is an option.
I'd like to I could I want to know if I can do something else, but I will message through the door. Honestly, first thing I do is message through the door.
Sure. What else do you want to try?
I'd like to try to slow them down as much as I can before they go in. I don't know if I can go.
So
Yeah.
you'll get a connection to, we'll say, Tempest.
Okay.
And you say, clerics on the way, can see them. Doctors following.
How
Tempest,
much time do we have?
You have a quick response to this.
How much time do we have?
2 minutes.
Would I know if there are any other exits to this place?
Just the 2 that you can see. Well, there's a window. There's a window on the side near where the medicine cabinet is. So if we're looking at
Big enough to go
everything,
through?
so if we're looking at
Yeah,
everything,
can you draw
let's
it out?
well, just look at my camera real quick.
Mhm.
So like, here's one long side of the building. Here's the other long side. The door is here. The back door is here. The road is over here, and the temple's like up, far away, like up here.
Okay.
So they're coming down this way to kind of go to the front door. Meanwhile, the window is over here.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel
So
like I just got a big euphemism anatomy lesson. I
Mhm.
feel like you were
So here's
explaining.
one side of it.
Here's the road. The
Here's
temple's
the
up
other
here.
side. Then it just kind of goes up, and then
I
there's
want
a
one
there's a
red
path right here.
I want one of
Wow.
those.
All I can see is a mango.
Yeah. Clever.
So I'll tell Swan that we're gonna go out the window to the west.
It was
And
west on your camera. if it's
Technically
word.
east.
Yeah.
But
East?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it flipped? Okay.
I was looking at it from my perspective. But
yeah.
Window to the
True,
east.
true.
Swan, there's a way for you to get there. Do you fill him in on anything that's going on so that he doesn't need to, so he can just join up with you guys?
No, I mean we can tell him once we meet up.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you guys throw the window open and start leaving. The doctor will just say, please just be careful and try not to hurt anyone.
If
We'll do
they're
that.
all good and cooperative like you were, won't have to hurt anyone.
He nods his head, but just kind of like looks down as he's doing it. Like
He hears from the ether as Sid is invisible.
yeah, true.
God.
I kind of look at the doctor and I tell him, we will try, just to give him a little extra reassurance of trying not to hurt people because we don't want to do that.
Because Sid wasn't very reassuring.
I don't know. I don't know. It just feels I want to be included, man. Okay.
I turn around and smile at him and close my hand and kind of stop the Eldritch Blast. I wink at him a little bit, and then I hop out the window.
As you guys hop out the window, we'll say Perry, you're out first. You can kind of peek around the building and see that
I
Swan
like
is near
to
the back
think
door.
that depending on how high the window was, that like one of us bigger people like picks him up, just like make sure he could get through the window.
He's like, guys,
You don't need to. I can pull myself up with it.
guys.
Oh, true. You're right. You're
Swing through
Spider-Man.
the window.
You're Spider-Man. That's right.
Well, I like to think that you tried to do like the gust thing like Captain Abraham did when you're falling down from like the windowsill. But like you're not really proficient at casting gust yet, so you just kind of like do it and like flip out from underneath you and your legs fly up into the air a little bit. It's still a cushion on the ground, but like you land on the ground on your back.
Gonna
But
tumble a little.
as you do, you kind of like pick yourself up real quick and then run around the corner where you can see Swan, who's kind of like looking and keeping an eye out.
I point at Swan and point at myself.
I'm not sure what that means, so I
I know. I'm not gonna metagame. You just got to figure it out.
I will literally just cast message on you.
What?
Thank you. All right. And I say, did you see a warehouse when you were following them?
Oh, he didn't follow them at this point.
I didn't have time to follow
You just
them.
When it was
looks
down by the water.
We know the
Yeah,
warehouse.
it's down by the
is
dock,
near
yeah.
the
We
dock,
know
yeah.
where the warehouse is.
Mhm.
We didn't need this, and I
But never mind.
Wasted
I
a
just
cantrip.
remembered.
I do not. Okay, so I do not know that you are leaving. For all I know, the medicine is in this building.
Well, so once we
Oh,
all
did
get
you-
out,
Well, you heard me ask where the warehouse was.
I don't even know of a warehouse. I guess. But no, I'll assume that you're leaving and follow.
In the future, this means message.
Okay. You all just kind of start trucking along. Heading down towards the docks, just kind of like sticking to back alleys. Rise, you kind of like instinctually take the lead on this one. And you just start kind of like leading them through the alleyways and through the
just
back
about to say
channels.
that. You should know this.
Yeah, that's right.
I would also.
Oh.
like to
I was
to
gonna
Rise
say that. What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I want to say something to you in just a second.
No, it was just like I was gonna say. It's like, do I know
Mhm.
how to get around? But you got to it before I did.
Yeah.
I want to
So-
say to Rise, the depths flow through us in Aquan.
Sure.
Hold on.
Gross.
It's just like, hold on.
Which
Check what that means.
it sounds like
Check my book.
Aquan sounds like disgusting above water,
Mhm.
kind of, and like yeah,
Like
it's
gargling.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Real
Can you
gross.
say again what you said? For the
Let me
phrase?
check my book. The depths flow around us.
Okay. I kind of like nod and then look around to try to find another like a hidden way to go. And somehow, it's actually really good. Somehow.
Yeah, so like all of you are kind of impressed with Rise's ability to just kind of like maneuver through the alleyways that seem to kind of like have weird twists and turns in a couple spots, but he still is able to find his way out to one of the main roads just across from the warehouse, which is on the western side of the, well, I guess like technically the southern side, north and south, for the city because it's on the coast, like if this is the ocean and this is the mainland, Erast is like here-ish, like here. So north and south. So, with that, you see the warehouse just across the way. You see that it is well guarded. You see that there is a pathway that you could get onto the side of the warehouse, so that you could start making your approach. There is a set of double doors in the front. There's a lot of commotion happening. And as all of you just kind of take a moment to take in all of your surroundings, you see that some guards come out from the building itself and start heading down to the docks, leaving
How many
the
are
building.
guarding around? How
Uh,
many are on the perimeter?
You see that there are definitely 2 at the door, and
Okay.
1 on each side patrolling.
So on
You're
each side,
not-
so
Like
5?
on. So 1 on. I'm sorry, each like side of the building, not front or
genuine
back.
side.
Like genuine
genuine.
side.
Okay, so
not-
there's 4 in total. There's 2 on the door and then 1 on each side.
Mhm. At least
What's the
outside.
weather?
The weather?
Yeah.
Like partly cloudy.
The chance of meatballs.
With a smidge of meatballs. There's just like a couple meatballs falling from the sky. And a bunch of mangoes. And yeah, you're not sure what's on the inside, but you can see that this has to be the building that he's talking about. Why else would there be guards on it if something else wasn't valuable on the inside? And as you look at it and you try to piece together a way inside, we'll pick up next week with the technical next arc of this campaign, with the theft of the medicine.
Heck yeah.